This is America. The country that built the skyscraper and put a man on the moon. The country that invented jazz, blue jeans, and the idea that anyone could start with nothing and become something. For over a century, America wasn't just a place, it was a promise. The destination at the end of every desperate, hopeful journey across every ocean and border on Earth. And this is America now. A country where only 25% of its own citizens believe that hard work still leads to getting ahead. Where over half the population says the dream once held true but no longer does. Where a generation of young people, the very people who were supposed to inherit this promise, have watched homeownership, healthcare, and economic security drift further and further out of reach with every passing year. The dream didn't disappear overnight. It eroded. Slowly, then all at once. And while America was looking inward, arguing, dividing, drowning in the noise, the rest of the world kept moving. And one country, on the other side of the planet, started building something that looks a lot like what America used to be. Sun-soaked, fair, ambitious, livable. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the Australian dream. While America's dream dims, another nation is quietly building one. In 2025, Australia claimed more top 20 positions in the Global Livability Index than any other country in the world, with Melbourne ranking 4th globally, Adelaide 9th and Perth, Brisbane, and Sydney also making the list. But this isn't just about pretty rankings. It's about what life actually feels like on the ground. Australia was ranked the happiest country in the Asia-Pacific region, and 9th globally in 2023, according to the World Happiness Index. And in 2025, Oxford Economics ranked Canberra the single best city in the world for quality of life, analyzing 1,000 cities across safety, housing, income, cultural access, and overall well-being. Let's talk dollars, because the dream was always, in part, about economic dignity. Australia's national minimum wage sits at approximately 25 Australian dollars per hour, roughly 16.5 USD, more than double the US federal minimum wage of $7.25. The median full-time income is closer than many expect, but the quality of what you earn tells a very different story. The median Australian is twice as wealthy as the median American. In the US, retirement savings are voluntary, and millions of workers miss out entirely. The American dream glorified hustle. Australia offers something different: balance. In Australia, the standard workweek is 38 hours, and full-time permanent employees are entitled to at least 4 weeks of paid annual leave by law. Compare that to the United States, where paid leave is not federally mandated and most workers receive just 2 weeks, if that. In America, a medical emergency can be a financial catastrophe. In Australia, it's just a medical emergency. Australia's public healthcare system provides universal coverage with low out-of-pocket costs, while the US system leaves millions uninsured or underinsured. Australia consistently ranks among the top 10 happiest and safest countries in the world, with its clean environment, healthcare, and social benefits ensuring a higher baseline quality of life for residents and immigrants alike. As of 2024-2025, the American expat population in Australia is estimated at more than 100,000, and it's not retirees chasing sunshine. The flow includes professionals, families, and dual citizens, driven by frustration with political polarization, a desire for better work-life balance, access to public health care, and the search for a more stable environment to raise children. In the first quarter of 2025 alone, approximately 1,285 US citizens officially relocated overseas, more than double the number who departed in late 2024. And that's only counting those who formally registered. What are they finding when they get there? A country where more than half of all residents were born overseas or have at least one parent born overseas, and where over 5.5 million Australians speak a language other than English at home, a nation that has absorbed millions of newcomers and built one of the most stable, prosperous societies on Earth. Sound familiar? It should, because that is almost word for word the story America used to tell about itself. In 2023, BCG ranked Australia the #1 destination in the world for individuals seeking to work and live a high-quality life. Not second, not third, first. The American dream was never really about America. It was about the idea that where you were born doesn't have to define where you end up, that hard work should count for something, that healthcare shouldn't bankrupt you, that you should have enough time to actually live the life you're working so hard to build. Australia hasn't abandoned that idea. It's just doing it better. The Australian dream isn't the death of ambition. It's ambition with a safety net, success with Sunday afternoons, prosperity with paid leave. Maybe the dream didn't die. Maybe it just moved south.